Kons podcast.
You hate me, don't you?
Hit that like button, subscribe and share.
What's going on? It's been a minute. It's been a long time. Been a long couple of days. Christmas done happened. Hope everybody done got the gifts y'all wanted and all that. But yeah, it's been a long time since y'all heard this dope ass beat slapping in the background. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Put together by my homie. Rest in peace to O Amazing Beats. You feel me? Y'all hear it? Thank you for the round of applause. Thank you for the round of applause. Been a long couple of days. Been a long few days, but I'm back live and direct. You know what I'm saying? Putting together this video before the game. Yeah. A few things been going on. A whole lot been going on, actually. A whole lot been happening. But this your first time. Welcome in. You know what I'm saying? This ain't your first time. If you're a returning viewer, welcome in. You already know what it is. This your first time. You know what I'm saying? We do daily updates and shit. Urban news, worldly news, a whole bunch of shit. I cover a whole bunch of different topics Monday through Friday. You know what I mean? Monday through Friday, you're going to get something. You're going to hear something. Hopefully, you're going to hear something that you ain't heard before. Hopefully, you hear something. You know what I'm saying? That's your first time hearing it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, you heard it right here first on this podcast. You feel me? So today's episode, for everybody that's returning and everybody that's been here before, you already know what it is. It's episode 157. Y'all see the names on the screen. Y'all see what's going on. Today, we're just going to be touching on Ja Rule, 50 Cent, the reignited the Ja Rule and 50 Cent beef. We're going to touch on Eminem, giving praises to Redman. He dropping Muddy Waters too. Rick Ross done touched on Cardi B, said she don't want her Atlanta mansion. Rick Ross touched in and said, how much? Gonna touch on Michael Jeffries. If y'all know who that is, that's the CEO, former CEO of Aerocrombie and Fitch. Gonna touch on him. Been arrested in October, but ain't nobody been talking about it. But you're gonna hear it on this podcast, though. Anita Baker gave flowers to Kendrick Lamar for his several different mentions on GNX. South Korea had a plane crash this morning, along with, I'm gonna show you that there's been a bunch of plane crashes mysteriously crashing. Been about 7 of them past week. This was another one that happened, I believe, sometime overnight. This morning, overnight, you know, in South Korea, it's like 9-hour time difference or some shit like that. But they're saying December 30th. So sometime, I think early this morning it happened, as today is December 30th. 179 passengers. Landing gear went out, tried to land, smacked into a wall, killed everybody except for 1 survivor, 2 survivors. And then holocaust. I just learned this as I was taking notes, actually done taking notes, getting ready to record this video. Man, Holocaust had passed away, man. I don't know. Chris Bear is another member from the Black Knight. He had reported that Holocaust would passed away in police custody. So I don't know what that's about. It's fairly fresh news, just announced like 3-4 hours ago. That's crazy. Holocaust was a dope ass fucking rapper. Definitely one of my top 5s. He also went under the name called War Cloud. He went under Robot Tank or Bazooka Tooth or something like that. Bunch of different names that he had, but he a dope ass artist. You can hear him on a song called Holocaust, actually, off of RZA's Bobby Digital album. It's a song called Holocaust. RZA even got a story and said that he named the song Holocaust because of how he came on his verse and felt like it was the best verse out of all of the Wu-Tang members on that song. So he named the song called Holocaust after him, for sure. You can look that up and hear his dope verse on there. Also look up his other music under the name War Cloud. It's all on Apple Music. But yeah, I learned that he had passed away. That shit is crazy. That shit kind of struck me by surprise. I seen my nigga Infectious had posted the shit. Then I had to look it up and really see, and he really did. So first things foremost, though, that was the last part, the last news. I just went into that. So start back to number 1, Ja Rule. So let's get right into it. You know what I'm saying? Before we get into it, hope everybody doing good. You know what I'm saying? Hope everybody had a good Christmas. Like I said, Christmas is past. New Year's Eve is tomorrow. You know what I mean? So everybody gonna be toasting your champagne, your fucking Cristal, whatever the fuck you popping. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be toasting that shit. You know what I mean? Giving it up to the new year, going into the new year. You know what I mean? Yeah, Christmas was cool for me. Pretty much just ate, made big dinner and shit, ate the food and all that. We, like I said before, we canceled that shit around here. You know what I'm saying? So kids got a little bit of shit that they needed. you know, not nothing that they wanted type shit. But yeah, shit got to be earned around these parts. So yeah, Ja Rule, get right into it. Episode 157. So Ja Rule has went on and said that 50 Cent is lying. He lying. He capping about when, you know, we all know 50 Cent reignited this shit. Recently came out. He was on Big Boy. Came out and said that, you know what I mean? He came out and said that he purchased all of the front 200 seats and shit at Ja Rule's show. He said there was cheap tickets. He said, you know what I'm saying? He seen them on sale. He said it was about $15 a pop and it wasn't shit. You know, he said he done bought dumbass shit for way less, for way more, he said. So yeah, he purchased the tickets in front that we all know. And he said this shit on Big Boy recently, which ignited all this shit recently. Check this shit out.
Really buy Ja Rule's tickets, like seats at his concert?
You did? Cheap tickets. The tickets were very affordable.
Right.
They was on like StubHub. Yeah, I bought the first 4 rows.
How many did you buy? If you say you bought the first 4 rows, is that a couple hundred?
Yeah, it was cheap though. It was cheap tickets, so it was something to do. Like if you don't look at me like that, man.
All right, man.
We done it for years. It's just I looked at it. I said, "Yo, this is I just want you to feel like you gotta reach the people." There's like 4 or 5 rows back.
What is this? That 2 decades later, it's still this.
No, I mean it's not that big of a sacrifice for me. Now I've bought things that mean less to me.
Right.
Oh my gosh, that was fun. That was like watching it. Let me see the show and see the spaces are empty because they are reserved for someone else. They're not supposed to be sitting. That's brutal. That's so brutal.
So that was him, as you seen on Big Boy, said that he purchased all the front tickets, but now Ja Rule is also coming out and saying that he is lying, saying that he is saying that he capping about that shit. He said, show me tickets and receipts of a show that I was at and the whole front rows was missing seats. So I don't know, you understand, the only thing to come out from here on out is that if somebody was at that show and actually recorded and got this shit on film or something, because I even tried to look this shit up actually for real, and the only thing that comes up is these pictures right here that you see of AI 50 Cent photoshopping himself in some empty seats trolling Ja Rule. You know what I'm saying? Now I did come across a video. Actually, before I say that, let's go into this video. Ja Rule. This is Ja Rule talking about how 50 Cent is capping. Check this shit out.
Every time he gets a moment, any kind of moment, he gets on a talk show. He says, Stevie Colbert, which I love Stevie Colbert, that's my guy. Stevie Colbert says,
in October, you did something to get back at Ja Rule. Yeah. And please tell the people what you did, because this is quite
I bought like the first 4 rows in his concert.
show receipts of the show you bought tickets to. Where there was you want to see my Instagram and look at my shows? What show? What show?
And there was no footage of the empty seats.
Wow, man. He's a fucking clown. And y'all felt he's the banana in the tailpipe. No. And everybody's what we call a troll. Absolutely. He was the first.
That was Ja Rule saying that 50 Cent is all cap and show the receipts of when you purchased these tickets and show me something. Show me. You know what I'm saying? He's saying that it's all cap. People just believe in him. He called him a pathological liar. He put this tweet out, you know what I'm saying, and said that why y'all believe him and all this type of shit. He a pathological liar. It's all cap. I don't know. We don't know if it was cap. Personally, myself, I'm not going or paying for anything Ja Rule. I wasn't a Ja Rule fan. I wasn't looking for his music. I definitely wasn't checking to go to a concert. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? The only way that would tell, like I said, if somebody was there and they came out later with pictures and shit saying, yo, the whole front row is missing type shit. You feel me? We ain't really seen that. We haven't for real. We basically just heard 50 Cent put the shit out there and then AI a pic of some empty seats and then put himself in the middle of the seats type shit, you know, photoshopped clearly. I mean, but that's all we seen of it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's true or not, but we know 50 is definitely a troll when he's capable of doing something just like that for sure. So we don't know if it's true or not. Could be, could not be. You know what I'm saying? But Ja Rule is calling it cap. Up next, Eminem. So Eminem recently gave Redman his motherfucking flowers, was praising him. You know what I'm saying? We all know the line from, what is it, Till My Casket Drops? When he says it goes Reggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, and then me, Andre from Outkast, Jada, Corrupt, Nas, and then something like that. You know, we all know that verse, you feel me? So he had a t-shirt that said that. It goes Reggie. You know what I'm saying? And Reggie, if y'all don't know, that's Redman. You know what I'm saying? That's Redman's real name. His name is Reggie. So we definitely got him number one on his list. You feel me? Above Pac, Andre, Outkast, all of them. You know what I'm saying? So he got what'd you say? So yeah, he paying homage, you know what I'm saying, to Reggie. As we don't know, Reggie is Redman's real name, and if we don't know Reggie or Redman, you know what I mean, I'm not gonna call him Reggie. I don't know the nigga, you know what I'm saying. But Redman recently just dropped a new album, Muddy Waters 2. So Eminem said this was his anticipation. Said he couldn't wait for this shit. Said he'd been waiting for this hip hop album. You know what I'm saying? He said he'd been waiting for Redman to drop this shit. This is a video of somebody talking about how Eminem and shows his appreciation for Redman. Check this shit out.
Shady is reigniting nostalgia and delighting fans by donning a t-shirt that confirms his greatest rappers of all time list, a lineup he declared over 20 years ago. The iconic shirt features the famous lyrics from his track Till I Collapse, solidifying Redman's position as the top choice, followed by Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie. Back in 2002, M rapped about his revered list, putting Redman at the pinnacle of his admiration. The New Jersey native's legacy has stood the test of time, and Eminem proudly continues to showcase his unwavering respect. The collaboration between Redman and the NYC-based skateboarding store, Richmond Hood, has resulted in the exclusive IT Goes Reggie tee that holds immense sentimental value for hip-hop enthusiasts. In the caption of his Instagram post, Redman emphasizes the authenticity of the merchandise and warns against counterfeit copy.
So as you seen, you know what I'm saying, that was her talking about Eminem giving Redman his praise and how he loves him and he puts him on the top and how he's so influenced by Redman. He was waiting for this. Redman also gave love and flowers and homage and respect to Eminem in this video right here. But I thought this shit was dope because we don't really we see other rappers, especially black rappers, give Eminem his praise, but not in this type of fashion. I mean, this was definitely brilliant words to hear coming from Redman on this shit that he said about Eminem. He said everything he say is a statement. You feel me? He don't just be saying shit. He makes statements, and it's in a words form and in literal form. It's a statement. You know what I mean? Of shit that he's saying. The shit that he's saying. And he also said how he rolled for us. You feel me? Took a political stance for us black people when he's a whole white man. Check this shit out though.
Eminem yesterday. Talked to him about a half an hour on the phone, 20 minutes, and we had a good convo. When Eminem do something, it's not just a song. It's not just a freestyle. It's a statement. Even the way he talks, it's a statement. He talks to state things, not just to be talking shit. Not just to have a gang of words come out your mouth and not mean it. He likes to state when he talks. He likes to get the point across the board heavy. And just as I do. And as I watch that BET cypher.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot. Should I drop it on Donald Trump? Probably not.
I'm like, wow. Eminem could have went up there and blacked out on rhymes with flows and killed shit. But he felt as a person of his color to represent us on BET with a rhyme addressing the president. Y'all gotta understand that. He's not black. He's white. We all know that. He has power. And he used this power on that BET cypher to make a statement for us as well as a people, as all of us as a people, but especially
yeah, as you seen, that was Redman giving Eminem his motherfucking praises as he should be. Eminem is a GOAT. I think Eminem is dope as fuck. As far as I feel about Eminem, I love Eminem. I don't think nobody fucking with him lyrically, with the wordplay, with the type of words that he used, the similes, the homophones, the metaphors, all that different type of word shit. Eminem does it all. Double entendres, triple entendres. You liable to hear everything that goes into what you want to hear as a dope lyricist and a rapper, all put in his verses. Every verse that he spit, you know what I'm saying? Eminem is a dope ass fucking rapper to me. I think he's killing the game. I don't think nobody lyrically is fucking with him or Royce the 5'9", and I'm gonna stand on that proudly. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody in the rap game is lyrically fucking with Eminem or Royce the 5'9". That's a fact. You know what I mean? So it was dope to see Redman give Eminem his praises like that and really give him his flowers in a dope and respectful high pedestal type of way, and that's coming from a nigga like Redman, who was a legend in the game. Next topic, Rick Ross. So Cardi B and Rick Ross. Cardi B, I figured, you know what I'm saying, when I came across Cardi B name, I had to really read what was happening, because I'm not gonna report no more on her and Offset's bullshit. I'm not reporting on her cheating or her fucking doing whatever the fuck she doing with other niggas and whatever the fuck Offset's doing with other bitches. I'm not reporting on none of that. I said that shit when I last reported on Cardi B and her Offset's little bullshit. I wasn't talking about none of that shit no more, you feel me? Because I got a thing for exploiting us black people in a negative manner, you know what I mean? So I'm not touching on that shit, but recently she was in the news for other shit than that. So she said her motherfucking Atlanta mansion, this motherfucking mansion that you see right now, this fat ass motherfucking mansion in Atlanta, she said she don't even want this shit no more. She tired of having it. She don't never be in Atlanta. She said she don't like Atlanta. She don't fuck with Atlanta. And she don't know nobody in Atlanta. She ain't got no friends there. So she don't even want this motherfucking. And the motherfucking Rick Ross, we all know we love buying up shit, buying up houses and shit, you feel me? So Rick Ross came to the scene and was, Rick Ross, the biggest boss. How much for the house? In this motherfucking Rick Ross voice, you know what I'm saying? How much for the house? So, you know, he was definitely barking at that. Definitely wanted to put a price on her mansion that she's selling. The mansion is equipped. It's very decked out. Check this video out. Them talking about the mansion. Check it out.
Cardi B's mansion in Atlanta, Georgia, worth $6 million. Purchased in 2019 for a whopping $5.5 million, this property sits on 6 acres of land and features a luxurious infinity pool, lush gardens, and a shooting range. The villa boasts 5 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, and 22,000 square feet of living space. The interior features a cozy living room, a gourmet kitchen, an elegant dining area, and a wine cellar that holds over 1,800 bottles of wine. But the most important part is the master suite, complete with additional amenities such as a library, office, and offers ample space and comfort. Cardi B is an American rapper and 2018 winner of a Grammy Award for Best Rap Album. Time included her in the list of the most influential people, and she was also recognized by Billboard, the title of Woman of the Year. Are you a fan of Cardi B?
So as you see, you know what I'm saying, the mansion got pools, motherfucking indoor pools, got a fucking shooting range inside. That's the only detail that I was like, oh, that's fucking dope. Fuck the infinity pool and the motherfucking spiral staircase, the marble floors. That shit got a shooting range in the house. Yo, that is the dopest fucking feature about that motherfucking mansion that you can have. I mean, a shooting range in your house, that shit is so much a luxury, man. That shit is sick to the motherfucker to have a whole ass shooting range in your house. That's different, and I love the idea of that shit. I think that shit need to be included on a lot of motherfucking mansion plans that these motherfuckers be buying mansions. I ain't never heard of that.
Yo, if you enjoying this content and you fuck with Kons Podcast and you like all the constant motherfucking content, hit that subscribe button, you feel me? Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and comment on this shit. Let me know what you think about it. Yeah, do that right now. Back to the episode.
Except for that one, you know what I'm saying? That's dope as fuck to me, for sure. So yeah, she said she don't want the shit. She trying to sell it. Rick Ross said how much. You know what I'm saying? He trying to inquire about that shit clearly. We all know Rick Ross be buying up a bunch of shit. He bought Rick Meek Mill's mansion that he was trying to sell in Florida for like 2 years. Nobody was buying it. Rick Ross purchased it for about 4 M's. So Rick Ross stepping into real estate, buying up shit like that. We all know he buy up different properties and shit like that. So if he do get it, shout out to Rick Ross. The biggest boss, Rick Ross. So shout out to him if he get that mansion, you feel me? Yeah, Cardi B says she don't want that shit done now. She ain't never there. Other news, Aerocrombie and Fitch. So the former CEO, Michael Jeffries, former CEO Aerocrombie and Fitch, was arrested in October as a part of a federal investigation into trafficking. They said it was years of abuse from 2008 to 2015. 8 men had came to the light and put this on them and said that they was being sexually groomed and touched on through those times. It also said Jeffrey had a whole inner circle and a secret team doing secretive shit, trying to keep away and keep these people quiet, paying hundreds of thousands of dollars, trying to keep these people quiet, people that he was sexually grooming and sexually assaulting. It's a group of men along with his partner, it says. So his boyfriend at the time also came out and ratted on him. Said he was being touched on by. Also, it was said it was a secret team that he had who was orchestrating the travel of the girl to come to him. Again, paying a team for everybody to keep quiet. So he was arrested and he's going to trial. They also just said that he was diagnosed with dementia, with behavioral disturbance, a late onset of Alzheimer's, and Lewy body dementia. They said which might derail the trial. Also pointed out a lot of people who are accused of trafficking and things of that nature has used this very same excuse with dementia and mental illnesses along that nature. Ron Jeremy, they brought up, the ex-porn star who was accused of sex assaulting and all that, had said the same thing. I'm not sure if it got him off. I don't think it got him off, but it definitely delays things. They said it might derail the trial. Him saying that he came out and been mentally diagnosed with dementia, with behavioral disturbance and Alzheimer's. Lewy body dementia is what they said he had. This dude, Michael Jeffries. So Michael Jeffries been arrested, sex trafficking in October. The CEO of Aerocrombie and Fitch. Check this video out. This is a news report talking all about it. Give you a bunch of details and all that. A little bit more than what I can explain. I just learned of this yesterday. So check this video out.
Abercrombie and Fitch has been arrested on sex trafficking and prostitution charges. Mike Jeffries led the popular clothing brand from the early 1990s to 2014. And during some of those years, prosecutors say Jeffries helped recruit and pressure men to take part in sex events around the world. They also say the people involved were led to believe that it would benefit their careers and could lead to modeling opportunities with Abercrombie. NBC News correspondent Marissa Parra is live in West Palm Beach, Florida, where Jeffries was arrested. So, Marissa, 2 other associates were also arrested in this case, and some of the details in this indictment are really disturbing. Break down the specific charges and allegations for us.
Hey, Vicky, disturbing indeed. So just to recap what we know, 80-year-old ex-Abercrombie & Fitch CEO Michael Jeffries and 2 former associates, James Jacobson and Matthew Smith, all charged on 16 different counts. They describe in the documents Matthew Smith as the romantic partner of Jeffries. We just heard a press conference out of New York. I want to take you to what we just heard.
The staff ensured that the men signed non-disclosure agreements. The defendants caused the men to believe that not complying with requests for certain acts, sex acts during the events, could harm their careers, and ensured that the men did not leave the sex events until Jeffries and Smith decided that the sessions were over.
So the men are charged with operating a, quote, international sex trafficking and prostitution business from December of 2008 to March 2015. We know that Jeffries as well as Smith were arrested here in West Palm Beach. At 2 p.m. they are expected to appear in court. But during this press conference that just wrapped up a few minutes ago, Vicky, I will say we heard some powerful words from the U.S. Attorney for Eastern District in New York. He said powerful individuals for too long trafficked and abused individuals with a dream of a successful career, calling today's charges the end of the casting couch system, saying those who try to prey on people prepare to trade that couch for a bed in federal prison. Vicky.
Marissa, have we heard anything from Jeffries, his legal team, or Abercrombie?
What I will say is that we are expecting we're expecting Smith and Jeffries to appear in this court today in just a couple of hours. And I know that they were asking for the men to be sent to New York by the end of this week. And they're specifically asking for no bond for Jeffries because he is a dual citizen. So they believe that he could be a flight risk.
So as you seen, that was Michael Jeffries, Abercrombie and Fitch, getting arrested, going to jail for sex trafficking, the same shit Diddy's on trial for right now. Man, these celebrities, man, you know what I'm saying? These rich motherfucking celebrities thinking they can get away with just murder and all the sick ass shit. Eventually that shit come to light, and eventually that's what it's doing. I knew this Diddy shit was gonna be a domino effect for sure, because he gonna start singing in trial. I think his trial is like May or something, 2025. He kept filing for a bail. They kept denying that shit. They're not trying to hear how much money you got or how much money you can pay them to get off. They're not letting Diddy get off. So at this trial, he gonna be singing and naming a whole lot of motherfucking names, and a whole lot more is gonna come out for sure. A whole lot of people is forfeiting their businesses, jobs, moving out the country. Let's take Ellen DeGeneres for a prime example. That bitch has moved out the country. You feel me? We don't hear from her no more. She put out a Netflix special and said, this is it. I'm fucking done. I'm out. I'm not fucking doing this shit. I'm done. I'm moving out the country. Don't fucking bitch with me or my wife. Her and Portia is out. Moved out the country. Gone. We don't hear nothing from Ellen DeGeneres no more. She done with America because I think that she was number 1 or number 2 or 3 in line at these parties with Diddy. We all seen the little footage of her and Diddy partying it up. Ellen DeGeneres was in that, yeah, she was definitely in that scumbag crowd for sure. I ain't gonna put it past her, you know what I'm saying? But that's why she dipped. We got LeBron James acting real funny, trying to dip too, you know what I'm saying? Trying to quit out the NBA and all this shit and not being seen and all that. Weird shit going on behind Diddy going to trial, man. Just pay attention. Yeah, my bad. And for the coughing and all that shit, I might sound like my nose still stuffed up. I've been sick. You know what I'm saying? I had a real bad head cold, real congested, headaches nightly, you know what I mean? It's hard to fucking sleep, you know what I'm saying? My nose be stuffing the fuck up. I wake up, you know what I'm saying? I got one ear clogged the fuck up, can't hear, you know what I mean? I got the right ear clogging up, at the left ear freeing up, got both of them clogging up, freeing up. Yeah, man. So shit still is kind of lightweight going on. It's going away, but it's still lightweight here, though. You feel me? I'm still trying to get rid of this shit. So yeah, that's Michael Jeffries, the CEO, ex-CEO. It says former CEO Aerocrombie and Fitch being arrested, going to jail for sex trafficking and sexually assaulting men. In other news, Anita Baker. So Anita Baker, we all heard Kendrick Lamar album GNX. Anita Baker has put on as gave Lamar his flowers by tweeting out this shit right here. As you see, she tweet that out, gave him his flowers on GNX, which is something dope. We all heard him how much reference that he referred to Anita Baker on this album. You know what I'm saying? Riding in my GNX, listen to Anita Baker. You know what I'm saying? In the tape deck, we all heard that shit. He mentioned that shit a lot on this album. And Anita Baker, apparently Anita Baker herself has heard the shit and gave him praise. You know what I'm saying? Tweeted out, gave him a whole lot of love and joy, gave him his flowers for this album. I thought that shit was dope. I think it's definitely probably dope for Kendrick to hear, being that he mentioned her so much on this album. It's probably dope for him to hear her that she has heard it, and she has definitely heard it, and she has definitely tweeted out that she heard it and gave him his flowers about it. So I thought that shit was pretty fucking dope. Yeah. So here's a video. My homie Drip News talked about it. Check this shit out.
Kendrick Lamar's new album GNX just got a major co-sign from soul legend Anita Baker, after K-Dot shouted her out on 2 tracks, including Waxed Out Murals, where he raps about playing her music in his GNX. Baker showed mad love on social media. She hit Twitter with prayer hands and XOs for the Om. This collab of old school soul and new school rap proves real recognizes real. Baker's influence shines through GNX's mix of warm vibes and West Coast bangers.
Yeah, as you say, that was Anita Baker, you know what I'm saying, tweeting out to Kendrick Lamar, giving him his flowers for GNX. That's what's up. Shout out to Kendrick. The album is dope. I fuck with that album. I think it's a very dope album. They also gave Kendrick Lamar 2024 Pop Artist of the Year. That's also fucking dope. That means he knocked Taylor Swift off that #1 spot. Because Taylor Swift had that spot for a long fucking time. You know what I'm saying? So apparently at the end of the year, they gave that shit to Kendrick. Said he was 2024 Pop Star of the Year. You feel me? Now Pop Star don't mean like, the bullshit type of poppy music that we hear. Pop just means popular. That's all it means. You know what I mean? Usually music that's associated in the genre is the poppy shit that we hear. The easy-go-lucky shit on the radio is synonymous with that, but that's not exactly what it means as far as the style of music. It just means that it's a popular artist. It's a popular genre. It's popular music. That's all it means. It could be fucking, you know what I mean? It could be anything. It could be affirmations, you know what I'm saying? Let's say an artist put out affirmation albums all year and they sold like crazy, you know what I'm saying? And he was the most popular nigga for his affirmations, you feel me? He could win Pop Star of the Year type shit, So shout out to Kendrick Lamar. Last but not least, South Korea. So South Korea had a plane accident sometime this morning or overnight. Had a plane accident. Apparently the landing gear had malfunctioned. The plane had tried to land itself with no landing gear, so just landing, scraping on the underbelly, you know what I'm saying? So it tried to land, scraped on the underbelly until it slid into the end of the runway into a wall and blew the fuck up went into flames and killed 179 people. 179 people lost their life on this plane. Happened sometime overnight, sometime this morning as of December 30th. So like I said, some type of malfunction. A lot of people were saying that a bird had flew into one of the engines. The landing gear definitely malfunctioned, tried to land, and then it scraped on the ground and blew up. It was 2 survivors, they said, that was in the rear end of the plane, and they pulled them out, and they were the only 2 survivors out of 100, so a total of 182 passengers, and 179 of them was unalive. So this is a news report talking all about that. Check it out.
What we see all around us, this would normally be the departures hall for Muan International Airport, but instead of families who would be gathered here getting ready to go on vacations to celebrate the new year, instead it's replaced with this: scores of families huddled together, waiting for the latest information on when their family members could be positively identified by DNA. Now, so many people have chosen to stay. They're not going anywhere, and that's seen, evidenced by all of these tents that go from here pretty much to the end of the terminal. They go back 3 tents to the edge of the check-in counters. These are set up by the South Korean Red Cross, and this is where families are starting to live, beginning overnight. And you see food deliveries throughout the day and the echoes of grief. People are choosing to stay here because this is where information comes first. It's not received online, but there are briefings about every half hour here in this terminal with the latest details on what is happening in the investigation and how long it could take for family members to get more and more answers. So as we keep going, this would be the entrance to the terminal, and you see kindness on full display. To my left, church groups serving coffee, fruit, snacks, any kind of drinks for everybody who's deciding to congregate here. It is inspiring, it is quite moving, and there are so many here who aren't quite prepared yet to tell their stories, at least to our cameras. They speak to us when we're not recording, but their faces absolutely tell the story. Dark crescents under their eyes of a sleepless night, preparing for more sleepless nights, and no telling on when so many people here are going to leave.
Yeah, so as you seen, that was a news report talking all about the plane crashes, but this is something else that I wanted to share because there's been a bunch of plane crashes mysteriously crashing in the past week. It's been about 7 of them all over different parts of the world. Check this shit out. You know what I'm saying? About 7 different plane crashes, a bunch of different places over the world, mysteriously crashing. I don't know, conspiracy, coincidence, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's just kind of weird that all these plane crashes is happening all at one time. I've heard and seen plane crashes before, but never have I ever seen this many in a week span. I mean, we've seen plane crashes one after another, just like you seen the TikTok video that I just showed you. 7 or 8 of them, you feel me? That's been happening. These planes been dropping out the sky, crashing down, crash landings, all kind of shit. I don't know. First we had that first one that landed in somewhere in Afghanistan or something like that. That one had motherfucking looked like what appears to be bullet holes and shit sprayed on the side of it and shit like that. So I don't know what's going on with the air situation, the aviation and all that type of shit, but something is definitely happening. I don't know what's happening at the end of this year with these planes and shit like that, but something is definitely up because I think it's mysterious that all these planes are just kind of crashing at one time. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we've heard of plane crashes and planes crashing before, but never this much in a week span. You know what I'm saying? It's all kind of combusted into one section of the month or the week type shit. You feel me? And it's weird. It's weird. here for sure. You know what I'm saying? But rest in peace to everybody that lost their life. Like I said, that was a news report. Dude was in the airport. Many people, as you seen, many people was, sitting there waiting to see, you know what I'm saying, if they lost their loved ones, you know what I'm saying, just playing the waiting game. They had tents and shit, as you seen, set up for people to spend a night there and be prepared for hours and hours waiting to see if you had lost your loved one. They already know pretty much that they lost their loved one, but they are just waiting for confirmation, which is something eerie and something very stressful and very frustrating and confusing and very mourning and sad. You know what I'm saying? It's really unfortunate, Happily they, mourn through and make it through. It's a very sad situation. You know what I mean? 179 people unalived on an airplane that crashed in South Korea. Tried to land on the runway, skidded, and exploded as it hit the end of the runway. Yeah, then like I said, Holocaust had passed away. That's crazy to me. In police custody, it said at that. Like I said, we don't know too many details right now. That's something that's new. Man, Holocaust was dope as fuck. That's crazy. He was part of Black Knights, the Wu-Tang clan. It was part of the Wu-Tang subdivision called Black Knight, called part of the Killer Bees camp. Did his own thing. He did his own thing. Definitely a ill dude. You know what I'm saying? A different dude. Definitely he was battling a whole lot of mental battles. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened, but it said he died in police custody. Chris Bearer was also a Black Knight. I reported that. Said he's in touch with his auntie, but that's all we know right now. But that's very unfortunate. That's fucked up for real. I fucked with Holocaust. I fucked with his music heavy. Yeah, but definitely rest in peace to Holocaust. But yeah, this was Kons Podcast, episode 157. Episode 157. The Niners have started to play about 10 minutes ago. Tune into this game. We're playing the Detroit Lions, Eminem's team. I don't think Eminem gonna come to the Bay for his team, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He was giving us the bird and shit when we beat him last year. But it's gonna be different this time. Their coach was talking a bunch of shit, saying that he been waiting for this game and all that shit. Whatever the fuck he was saying, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers, he want to talk his shit when we are depleted. All the stars are injured. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the players that we need in rotation to keep our mojo work. You know what I'm saying? The star players, the captains, everybody's hurt, beat up, and you want to talk shit when you play us for the last fucking game of the motherfucking season. Cool, feel me? Good job. Now, that's mighty macho. But it's Kons Podcast, episode 157. Signing off. In conclusion of today's episode, we touched on Ja Rule saying that 50 Cent is all cap on buying the front rows at his concert. We touched on Eminem giving Redman his praises for dropping that Muddy Waters 2. I haven't heard it yet, but it's probably dope. Rick Ross said he wanted to buy Cardi B's mansion. Cardi B said she tired of it. She don't want it no more. Michael Jeffries, this former CEO, Aerocrombie and Fitch, has been arrested for trafficking. Same shit that Diddy's on trial for. Anita Baker gave Kendrick Lamar his motherfucking flowers for her repeated mentions on his album. South Korea had a plane crash that killed 179 passengers. 2 of them survived. That was in the rear end of the plane, they said. And we also learned that the rapper War Cloud, aka Robot Tank, Bazooka Tooth, aka Holocaust, passed away while in police custody. But thank you for watching. This is episode 157. Thank you for watching. If you hit the subscribe button, salute. As you see my man scrolling up the screen, salute. You know what I mean? If you told somebody about this shit, salute. Scroll it up for you too. You know what I mean? If you share this shit, salute. Scroll that emoji up for you too. You know what I'm saying? You could have been doing anything that you wanted to do right now. You could have been doing anything you wanted to do in the world as a free man, a free girl, a free alien, as a free robot, as a free Tesla robot, a free assistant, as a free fucking dog, a gerbil, as a free snake. You know what I mean? As a free motherfucking pig, whatever pet it is, whoever the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? If you took the time out to watch Kons Podcast, as that shit hit your notifications and said I dropped a new episode, you clicked it, sat down and watched. You had the time. You was done for the day. You was done with your work. End of the day, you had took the kids is all picked up. Everybody's in the house. Dinner's cooked, shit. Whatever the time it may be that this shit dropped and you was done and you chose to say, you know what, I'm done with shit. I'm going to sit down and watch this podcast, see what he talking about. Salute. As you see the thumbnail scrolling up on the motherfucking screen right now. Salute. You feel me? But yeah, thank you. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for watching. See y'all tomorrow on New Year's. You know what I'm saying? I'll be dropping a New Year's episode. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna say on that shit. something. I don't know if I'm gonna cover news. I don't know if I'm gonna just cover the year of 2024 or a little highlights and shit like that. Something, you know what I mean? But I'll definitely see y'all tomorrow. It's a new week. You know what I'm saying? Back at it. Holidays is over with. Yeah, thank you for watching. It's Kons Podcast, episode 157. I will see y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all for watching. Check these credits out.
You hate me, don't you? 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 You hate me, don't you?